it's over, till it's over, but it's far from over. One thing about music, when it hits you, feel no pain.
And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you on board. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Ilgauskas on the floor. D-Wade out there with Mike Miller. And it's LeBron James and Dan Pierce. Gasol's shot is good.
That's exactly where the coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin. Right there from mid-range.
The question last year, at least one of the questions was, would the Lakers, Clark, still be as successful with swapping out Artest for Trevor Ariza?
And that's a legitimate question because you never know how the dynamics of a team change when you change personnel.
Right.
So clearly it was something that was going to be a work in progress. It remained to be seen, but I think the play of the Lakers in the postseason kind of answered that. Ron brought an element of toughness and physicality. He can be a little wayward. And a little bit of he can be a little wayward with some of his decisions, but typically he overcomes that with his effort and his tenacity and his versatility, I think, at the defensive end of the floor.
And an older guy for a younger, promising, rising player like Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, and in the context of the makeup of the Lakers team, I felt Phil Jackson and the coaching staff and the organization and his teammates felt that this would be a good added piece, and so far that's proven to be true.
Very good point. Moments ago, Doris, you caught up with Phil Jackson. What do you have to say?
When I asked him what they're looking to do on the offensive end, he said, well, I'll tell you what we can afford to do. We can't let their shot blockers dictate the outcome because they're always a danger with these guys. Ball movement, he said, is going to be a huge key for them as the game progresses, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
It's really a mindset, Kevin. You want to get into your defensive groove and find a way to stay there for the full game. They've gone to the 1-3-1 zone. Let's see if they can pressure the ball in the corner.
And thinking of those changes with Artest, I suppose you can also say that both Artest and Ariza are so talented, it doesn't matter which is in there since they have such vast skill sets.
You know what? You can go both ways on that one. Yes and no, because they are different players. It does change the dynamic of the team. I think Ariza was a consistent three-point threat as well as being an active, energetic defender. Ron has been a little more streaky at the three-point line, but the physicality and the toughness, there's an intimidation factor, I think, that Ron brings to the court that very few other players can bring. Nobody wants to deal with being guarded by Artest over the course of a ball game because he's frustrating, he's physical, and he relishes trying to get you off your game.
I would agree with that. The Lakers making a switch here. Here's Artest. 4 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. On the wing, Miller. Guarded by Kobe. Wade kicks to Miller. Back to Wade. Shot is off. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. You know, Clark, Wade gets a lot of credit for his offense, and deservedly so, but I think in some circles he's a very underrated defender. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that, Kevin. I mean, he isn't the biggest guard, but he can guard anyone at the position because of his speed, length, and strength. He's a pretty strong guy.
You know, Clark, considering the Heat were a team with so many free agents, a lot of whom knew they might not be coming back, they had remarkable chemistry in their locker room.
Yeah, I think that's a credit to the character of the players, but also the coaching staff. But they did a great job of playing unselfishly and focusing on wins over individual numbers. And I think you'd have to give a lot of that credit to the leadership of Dwayne Wade, quite honestly, Kevin.
Wade missing again.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Here's Kobe. Connects from in close. Kobe's got his first basket.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And Clark, to expand on what you just said, a lot of the free agents were established veterans. Teams know what they can do individually. So the best thing they can do career-wise is just win.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That's a great point, Kevin. But also it speaks to the organizational leadership from the front office. And then you go into the locker room with Dwayne Wade, and the organization itself feels stable. I think the players can settle in and focus on the things that are going to give you the best chance to win. And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, it's hold on to the ball. They've had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
Here's Fisher. It's a 5-point game. Left side, Kobe. Artest the pass to Gasol. And he slams that one in.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Back to LeBron. Off the screen. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. LeBron's now got 12 in the game. Stripped it away. Kobe against Miller. Good if it goes, and that's not going to go. And some great offense.